Still up in it. Yeah, been winning the whole time. That's what I'm looking at right now. All the features, all the different features they got on here. Thanks. Yeah. The success, it just comes from how you gotta be when you make your decisions. That's where your success comes from. Being optimistic and the way that you treat people, the way you treat other people, what you put out there. That's what I discovered. I follow God first. And that's usually that voice you hear when you hear that voice speaking to you. The voice is saying stuff to you. And when you hear that voice, it's telling you what to do and what not to do. And you think, oh, yeah, I thought in my head something told me. Yeah, you say something told me. That's what you always say. And that's usually what it is. That's when God told you, when he spoke to you, but you missed it. You missed it. God was speaking to you. So you didn't catch it. That's that's what it is. You gotta complete yourself. And then you could master all the different degrees and all the different things. Never give up on the things that you're doing. When you're trying to reach those goals and reach those all the different progressions of everything that you're trying to get going for yourself. And that's what it is. And 9 times out of 10, like I always say, nobody's even tripping. You just draw attention to yourself once you start to say certain things. And that's what changes the conversation. The conversation could go one way or another way, but that's usually what it is. It's the things people say. Everybody might be like, well, there's not really any reason to trip. Like everything's going pretty good right now. So there's not even no reason to trip. And then somebody starts to trip. And that's when everybody starts to look, well, maybe there is a reason to trip. Since you keep bringing it up, I'm not hearing it from nobody else. You know, I'm just trying to make the best out of life right now. Overall, I don't see any real threats or any reason to really be tripping right now. Just trying to make the best out of life and hopefully I can accomplish the next goal, the next thing that I gotta do. So, you know, be out there trying to get it, different pages, but I've seen it a lot, many times. People said, but it usually took long. It took a long time to be successful from all the stuff that I observed and all the different things that happened. But I've had people come tell me and they say they was innocent when we was on the yard. And then you could tell from how the person said it that that person was innocent. But it took a long time to prove their innocence, usually. Like over 15 years to 20 years, a lot of times. You know, I bumped into people like that, or I bumped into people that say, like me, for instance, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like me, it took a long time for me to be really, really successful and to master the things that I was trying to master the most. And it did take some time to get to that level, really. It wasn't easy, but yeah, once I did that, then I was just able to do certain things. And I knew these things right here, once I master these things, I will always be successful, be able to generate resources, you know. But it usually does take longer. It doesn't just happen right away. So you got to be patient for stuff like that. You got to master your patience, and master your temple, master how you treat other people. And that's usually what it is. But I learned that just in conversation, you can just have a conversation with a person, and then you'll know just usually from one conversation, oh, there's no threat. So it ain't nobody really tripping, till you change the conversation. And then people start looking around, thinking different. So at the same time, you reading them, they reading you. They reading you too. So they trying to figure out, what's up with it. Like they say, people fear the things that they don't understand. So they'll be just looking like, what's up with this? And they fear you, 'cause they don't understand you. And they figure it out eventually. They say, oh no, there's no threat. So there's no reasons, you know, everybody just live their life regular. So you get to that point, then you want stability, then you get to the point after that, like I said, you want to just start mastering different things. But yeah, you always want to be stable in your living situation. And then once you feel comfortable, then you could go branch out and do all them things, that you're trying to do and get all them things done. But nah, I was never successful. Just like it was never overnight for me. I had a lot of obstacles, and there's still obstacles every day for me. So, just find another avenue every time, when it comes down to it. And just know there's always something else you can do to get to where you're going or to get to that page or to advance to the next level, and then overachieving and being able to conquer all your stumbling blocks, all the things that try to stop you. That's in the good book too. It talks about the stumbling blocks and all these different, but like it says, it's the difference, the dark forces really that you're battling against. You're battling against dark forces. That's what's trying to stop you. And once you conquer that, you know, you get to the point where you do become where you feel invincible or unstoppable. You know, that's what that's what I'm trying to do. But I stay in the book all the time. Stay in the book, and I make sure that I could do all these different things that I say I'm gonna do. No, nah, I just live a regular life though most days, day to day, regular life. Thinking about expanding out different countries, different cities, different states though. That's the main type of things I'm trying to do. Really go out. That's what this podcast right here, that's what this is really about, traveling. That's what I can't wait till I'm able to travel all around the world. Uh, yeah, the presence of God is always there. The grace of God is always there, always at the right time. You got to master perfect timing too. You got to master timing of everything, of every situation. But yeah, I do actually believe we are getting into some advanced forms of our civilization. The best way to say that for the people that have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, they'll know exactly what I'm saying. And there's different things to cite and different developments, and it's all kinds of stuff going on. And it is advanced. It's not just regular. It's superhuman. So Yes, it's something else. But I can honestly say that. And just that alone, once you get that, there's not really a lot of limits to the things that you can do. You know, if you got that, yeah, I believe you would win. Either way, you would always win. So you can't lose right now, not in life. Just keep doing it. Be optimistic. You, I believe the country is going into a better direction than it was. That's what I believe. And the economy will overcome the crisis situations that they have been in. So yeah, I could converse on many different levels. So, that's all I was really saying. But there is an advanced form of life that's developing from all these circumstances and situations. Next thing, though, the next show, yeah, I'm just trying to go, like, trying to get it right now, all the way. You know, all these things, it's the same thing, it's the same routine, same thing. Once you master that, then the big stuff just comes in, but you can't try to control the elements. That's one thing that I learned in life that you can value. Value forgiveness and love first, but also value. You got to go with the flow of nature. You can't try to change the elements because that's when things happen. When you go against the energy and the natural chemistry, the natural flow of how the algorithm, how things are supposed to go. So, and that's what it be though. But I can see that too. I can see a lot of things in the future, in the near future. So, that's what my focus is right now. Mastering these degrees and several other degrees, but yeah, eventually I will be teaching business, I believe. Once I master these degrees of business, I will teach business. Yeah, I do feel better about the situation. I feel a whole lot better about it. That's one thing though that you could do, master your communication. You can control a lot more with your communication and the way that you say things and the way people perceive the things that you say. A whole lot of different emotions going through. I don't see any real reason for anybody to be tripping. Really, everything's going pretty smooth right now. So at this rate, I think let's keep a steady flow, steady pace. Everything else will just fall into place where it's gonna be. You can't worry too much about what you gonna do or how it's gonna go. Like I said, you just gotta go with the flow sometimes, and then it just goes exactly how it's supposed to go. Everything just plays out how it's supposed to play out. Uh, even with the rap thing, even with hip hop and stuff like that, when you write, and sometimes you can't just force it and always try to get that hit song or that hit single. It just comes to you. So majority, my best songs, They all came to me in my dreams, and I wrote them. All the best stuff I ever had. So it doesn't just come to you when you force it, and you kind of keep on forcing it, forcing it, forcing it. Then it gets repetitive, you know. But those hits, all the best stuff, it just naturally comes to you when it's supposed to come to you. It's already written in time when it's gonna come to you. Nah, it ain't no disrespect to nobody. It's just paying homage to hip hop. It's all respect, all love. You know what I'm saying? We got love for Pac and Biggie. The whole hip hop nation. Nah, we ain't never disrespected hip hop, or the extraterrestrials, nothing. Nothing like that. Just gotta keep it going though. But yeah, I like that sound though. I like that new sound y'all got going. Um, all those accomplishments and you know, body is at a good pace, doing pretty good. As far as I know, I say congratulations to y'all. I started off on the right foot. That's good. But overall, that's one of my favorite scriptures. What it say in the Bible? In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. That's the one right there. Get get deeper into that scripture, and it definitely does work. So I could testify to that. I could testify to that. The grace of God. I could tell you about that. That's real. You know, just got to get you got to get everything lined up right. The whole vibe, everything, your energies. You got to get your energies correct. Right now, I'm just on my path. I'm on my journey, going to where God takes me. That's what I'm doing. But I'm trying to make sure that this album's on a different level, though. Just been putting out some comedy lately, the comedy skits and stuff. Just keeping it, staying in the algorithm, as they say. You know, I'm just trying to make sure that it's a classic album over all things. And that's it. It took so long to get it, but it's mastered like the style and everything, like over the time. Now I could understand why my career went the way that it's going because I mastered different things in a different way. So, you know, but that's what I'm just gonna keep doing. I'm just gonna keep on mastering things. But I can't say anything has ever came from bad though. I can't say that or condone that or tell you that. So I'd be lying to you if I said anything came from bad. All my blessings came from sending out good vibes, that positive energy. That's where it comes from. That's where you get your blessings from. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure though. I'm gonna make sure of it. I just wanted to catch up with the people. I know it's not fully operating yet, but we getting there though. And I just wanted to make sure I catch up with the people and let you know though. No, I never did fall off. I just kept mastering things. Never fell off. You know, I just know that once I master one thing, I can always go back to it. I can always go back to it once I master it one time. So that's why I go to master something else. Once I become a master of one thing, you know. So but yeah, a lot of it, majority, learned a lot of it from the books, from the good books. So say that. But far as sports, getting to something else, uh, we got the Mike Tyson. So you got Mayweather fighting Mike Tyson and Pacquiao. That's an interesting discussion. What will I say? I don't really want to see the Tyson Mayweather fight. The Pacquiao Mayweather fight might be. I don't think the Tyson fight. I don't. They, that's not their natural weight. So either Mayweather has to come up or Tyson has to come down, and that's way too much for Tyson to be coming down. So it's not. It wouldn't be as interesting. But the Pacquiao Mayweather, yeah, they probably go off, and they both real fast. So where they at now at this age, they have a good scrap, I believe. You know, on the main topics and stuff like that. God bless those people and those families that lost their loved ones and things of that sort. You know, but I believe we're going into a good direction right now, though. See some bright, good things for us in the future. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what state I'll be destined to live in for a good campaign. You know, for a while. I don't want to be up here. It's too cold, too much snow, too many snowed in days. And snow in, change all your plans. Change everything. Probably a hot state, somewhere like that. But yeah, I think rap and hip hop, that's in a good state. A lot of the vets came back. Everybody came back. And majority, everybody got better. Ti, everybody out here sound like they got better. They just keep getting better. So, you know, congratulations to y'all. You know, that's what I say. But yeah, I just think we should just keep going in the good direction that we going in. Don't really trip off stuff till it actually occurs or happens. Don't stress off it. You stress off it too much, you could make it, you could manifest it and make it happen. Just some stressing off it. I don't think there's anything to be worried about at this point. But yeah, that's the best advice I could give to you. When you got money, save money, prepare for the worst stuff to happen, but to always stay optimistic and live by that word. That word, study that word, learn that word. Once you learn that word, all kinds of stuff, you can see these things coming to fruition today. So I know definitely that the album is gonna be a classic album. I know that. I just want to make sure all the tracks are right, everything's in there correct, you know. But I don't think there's anything to worry about. I think we all really going on a good, we on a good plane right now. Everybody's really going in a good direction. What I can see, you know, as far as I can see, you know, I just don't like being around all the negative stuff. Once it starts to get negative, that I know the results of that, you know. Everybody's not gonna agree on everything. So it's already people saying stuff, that other people don't like way too early in the conversation. It already done went in the wrong direction. So that's the main thing. So I know. Oh yeah, it's gonna get ugly. So, well, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I drop this fire, flame, the flame. Yeah, I got some flame. Yeah. It's nice, real nice. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, make it to this. The worst part though, right here. It's the worst part of the whole thing. Make it through this part to the other part. Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave the country though. Really, that's what that's like. I like other places more than United States. Really, you know, fly out, take a flight out, be up out of here, all the way on to the next thing. You know, it's destined. Rain. My rain is destined. That's all I know. So that's what always kept me optimistic and knowing all this stuff and all these insights and all these different stuff for the future events that could happen. The intuition is always knowing I was destined to reign and be a king, but it's in scripture too. So it's not just something that I made up myself. Nah, the proof is there. That's it. So, yeah, I'm getting it right now, though. I'm getting it right now. But I love y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good night, though.